Welcome back to the channel. Today, Larry and I are here. We're going to be doing a video on Sixgill products. How's it going, everybody? This is CD with MicroProFishing. I just wanted to announce the winner of our giveaway from last month. We did this Reaction Strike Reaction Buzz bait in blue gill color. We ran this on Instagram for follow and comment type of giveaway, and we're gonna have to change that up because we only had one guy follow the directions fully. So to thank him for doing that, we're obviously going to be giving him this this buzz bait. The guy's name is T_Frank1113. You are going to be the winner of our Reaction Strike Reaction Buzz giveaway for October. Stay tuned for November. At some point here we'll be announcing a giveaway for November. It will probably be similar to this. We just want to give back to you guys and hopefully get you guys some stuff, especially if you're not able to get these mystery tackle boxes and stuff. We would like to give you guys some stuff out of them, and maybe out of something we just go to the store and find and decide to do as a giveaway. So stay tuned, look for that. Check out my Instagram, it'll be linked down here at the bottom. Check out MicroProFishing on Instagram, and we will get you guys hooked up with some baits if you guys comment on there or whatever we do for our next giveaway. So thank you for watching. Check out this video that's coming up here, and we will get you set up. Thank you. Larry has bought a couple now. He's actually bought 3 rods now, and during their last BOGO event, we decided to split that. Well, that's his 3rd one, but yeah. Larry has taken advantage of 2 rod BOGOs now, and I have taken advantage of 1. So definitely something that we will be looking for in the future. No spoilers, but we will be looking to do these more in the future because so far we're happy.
I mean, he's taken advantage of it both times as well. He's the one who let me know about Sixgill and about the buy one get one. So if he would have never told me about it, there wouldn't be any rods on the table probably right now. So
that's true.
And he's used all but one that I have. Yeah. No one's used that one yet, but that's for frogging.
Yeah, and it is. We'll talk about that one once we get through these. We'll explain the other one that is just sitting at home, not being used at the moment. But what was I gonna say, Larry? Oh yeah, what I was gonna say is when I told Larry about these, he was not happy about it because he knew he had to buy rods.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was like what, $170 rod?
Well, I mean, so
but you get 2 for that?
You had anywhere from $109 to $240 is their range of prices for rods. You could buy any rod and get any rod at equal or lesser value for free. So Larry was looking at a $170 rod.
Yeah, I liked how the I think it's pronounced Mayaka.
That's this one here.
They had on the first BOGO, you can customize it, the colors. By the time I purchased them, there was only a few colors left, but a couple of my favorite colors are red and blue. So I got the black and red one for the spinning combo here, and then on my other one I got a black and blue, and that one's, yeah, we'll talk about that one in a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, so when we were talking about it, when I showed it to him, he was like, man, you just put me in a position to, now I got to buy some rods, which isn't a bad thing. One thing we talked about in a previous video was that all the stuff that we've been fishing with is a little bit older. I mean, we bought these things over the years, and honestly, before these, I think some of the newest ones, other than your Bass Pro ones, were probably Ryan's Abu Garcia's, as far as like most like newest year model. So it's not like our arsenal is full of brand new rods and reels until now we're getting a chance to kind of upgrade those. So it's a good setup. I mean, the prices are, they seem high, but if you get in on one of their BOGO deals or when they're 30% off, I mean, you're talking about dropping a $170 rod down to $120, which seems like a lot more reasonable. Or in the case of the BOGO, dropping it down in half if you buy 2 of them. So
yeah, that kind of justifies it, because at first I didn't want to. No one really wants to spend $170 on just a rod that very well could break.
I mean, your Bass Pros are like 120 or something, right? 109 or
yeah, they're like 120, but
and they're good rods for 120. You're pretty happy with that.
But those ones, unfortunately, you had to buy a warranty with them. These ones, they come with certain warranties, not all warranties, but like if it breaks on a fish or something, like they'll send you out a new one.
So one of the things that they do, I watched not to go on a super long rant, but I read a post that they were responding to some guy who had broken a rod, and he said that they denied his claim, but what happened was he didn't send enough pictures, and then they were like, we just need more pictures, and at the very end of it, it had been resolved, and the guy got a new rod, not because he complained, but because when he posted the pictures, which he did in the thread, they could tell that it did break on a fish rather than him just like breaking it over his leg or running over it with his car or whatever. And that's because they go through extensive testing with their stuff. I don't know if a lot of other manufacturers even care. Sixgill will break a ton of their products in different ways to tell how they break, so that they can tell whether or not your warranty is valid or not. And that's actually really cool, because if your breaks the way that you're talking about, then it's covered by warranty. And one thing on what you were saying, unfortunately mine does not have a warranty, but that's just based on the scale in that $109 all the way up to $240. That scale, they change your warranty coverage, so some of them have warranties, some of them don't. I mean, I plan to take very, very good care of mine, and I've never broken a rod on a fish. I have broken rods other ways, like slamming them in car doors, but that's not what you always expect and want to do. So, I'm going to take good care of this thing, especially knowing it doesn't have a warranty. Anyway, they have a really good warranty system. So yours has a warranty on it.
Yeah.
And obviously it's not covered under your own damage, like if you run over with your car or slam it in a car door. But if his rod breaks on a fish, he can send pictures and they will give him a new rod. So pretty good company. We've been really happy with, especially being able to read through their stuff. Their community is really good, and they're very community oriented. So
this one here, this is like I said earlier, the Mayaka. It's a medium light 7.2. It's a spinning rod. Unfortunately, I haven't caught any bass with it yet, but I've caught a decent amount of panfish with it. It's a lot of fun, it's lightweight. I still am looking to upgrade the reel. This is a little backup reel I had on there. Keep hitting the ceiling. But yeah, it casts nice. When these things first came out, I was not a fan of the split handle, but I mean now I think all my rods have a split handle. So, you can tell I like it now.
Well, it's kind of funny because the split handle thing gives you like a nice handle for casting, but then it feels like a little weird against your arm because there's like a gap and just like the knob on the end. But I like them. I think they're really cool. I think one of the things I really like is I think it reduces weight a lot.
Yeah. By
not having all that material. Yeah, these ones especially, these have like a textured grip. I'll try to put that under the camera real quick. They have like a textured grip, which also says Sixgill right in it. And then these little ringlets on the end are foam. And overall, I mean, they're just really nice. And they're super comfortable and grippy, which is really nice to have.
Yeah, I fished with, I think it was this one when it was raining, and I didn't have no problems gripping it. I didn't think I was going to lose control of the rod at all.
Yeah, the only other time you really get that is with like that foam stuff sucks. Those are terrible. The cork is pretty good for grip, but so I got the Kratos, which is a kind of what they put as a mid-tier cranking rod. It's a medium power 7.2. And then the action on it is a moderate fast action. I kept saying moderate to Larry and confusing him, but it's moderate fast. I threw a King Cast Crixus on here, which I really like, and oddly enough has very close to matching little grippers on the handles. Mine has the same style rubber grips, and this one's in a silver finish. I don't know if that's easy to tell on the camera, but silver finish. One thing Larry didn't talk about is they have these little hook holders, which I really like this style. Larry's kind of on the fence one way or the other, but I like the style for this reason is like when you're fishing with a Texas rig or something and you have your soft plastic across here, normally you have to unhook it, which ruins, it's pulling it out of the body of the thing to hook it on your hook holder, right? Like through there. Well, these ones, you can leave it hooked on and you can just hook it on that extra bit of hook that's sticking out. But if you like your hook going through here, it's a little harder to get in there. However, if you're putting your stuff in a car or in a truck bed or something and you want it to be hooked in there, you still can. It's just kind of a pain. But overall, I like it just because I fish a lot of Texas rig stuff. So,
well, and it's faster that way too. If you're fishing bank, we do a lot of bank fishing too. So when you're just moving areas, you can just quickly just
hook it on there and reel up, and you're good to go. And that way, you're not putting a lot of tension on there. This running up onto the tip of your rod or anything like that. So to go on the cranking thing, this is a 6.5 to 1 ratio reel. It's a little bit slower, so you can control that, not just be digging down all the time. I had a little bit of issues with that yesterday with my faster reel.
Yeah, that one was pretty funny. You couldn't keep nothing on the bottom.
Yeah, it was just pulling it up to the top, and that was not helpful for what we were doing. So, as you can see, this thing's a little beat up. Oh well, it's life. But yeah, overall, I fished this yesterday. I fished spinnerbaits on it. I fished a chatterbait on it. I fished a few cranks on it, and I never did the jerkbait. I should have threw a jerkbait on, but hindsight's 20/20. So,
another one thing about this rod, right next to the little finger trigger thing. Depending on how you hold your rod, I don't even know how I'm supposed to.
So a lot of people fish it just like with a trigger. That's a lot of people, especially just starting.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think it's mostly just people that are just starting. Just hold it like this and they cast, and that's fine. Eventually, you start to learn that your fingers start. Eventually, you start to learn that when you're holding it, a lot of times you'll move your fingers up to the second position on there.
I go 3 up.
And Larry's got big hands, so he just puts his fingers all the way up here. But for me, I usually do 2. I mean, depending on how I'm holding the rod and trying to control it, sometimes I'll have a third one on there. But yeah, if you've got 2 on there or 3, this finger, your second finger in line, is on the rod itself, and the rod, this is a one-piece rod. Oh, that's the other thing. Side note. All of their rods, except for the Saga Split, are one-piece rods until you get above 9 feet, I think. Or it might be 8.
I think it's
6.
8. Yeah, I think it's 8.6, yeah.
Above like 8.6, 9 feet. Then they split them in half. But as far as a 7 foot, 6'6", whatever, you're always going to get a one-piece rod, which has its downsides. If you're a car fisherman, we fish from cars. So it's a little bit harder, but realistically, you could probably fit about a 7.5 into your car. And
yeah, when I got my Mayaka, my heavy that we're about to talk about, that one barely fit in my car. It's a 7.6.
Yeah,
it was not fun.
Yeah, so that's a real close fit, but and yours is never mind. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, the trigger guard here, and then you've got the rod sticking through, so you can actually feel the full rod, all the sensitivity in the rod through there with your finger on there. So it's kind of nice. It's got an exposed bit there, so it's kind of cool. So this is Larry's other rod, which is
it's the Cypress. It's a Cypress, 7.2 medium power. I paired it with the Shimano SLX DC. This one is the 6.3 to 1. I had a little fall yesterday, so my reel's kind of dirty, you know. But it's all fun and games. The reel matches the same color as the rod, so I always like having stuff that matches. That's pretty cool. Yesterday I was throwing spinner bait with this. I only caught one little largemouth, but I mean, it's always fun. This one has cork handles, unlike the other ones, which were the rubberized with the good grip on them. I still haven't took plastic off. I don't think they really matter.
He just opened them yesterday, or opened it up yesterday. So on this one, the rod blank is right here by your finger, or whatever finger's on the trigger, so you can still feel it. It definitely, it's just a different style seat, but it definitely still lets you feel the rod through the grip, which is nice. A lot of them don't. A lot of them just have like a full block of plastic here, and it's kind of nice to be able to have your finger directly on the rod blank so you can feel that stuff. Oh, it's this one's a fast action.
Oh yeah.
So little bit better for not quite the recommended for like cranking and stuff like that, but fast action is pretty much a good overall all around. Use it for whatever, Texas rig, whatever you want to use. So that's a good setup there, very versatile. So, and you can totally use it with cranks and stuff and spinner baits. You just have to know that it's going to have that action's going to load up really fast, and you don't want to, like, as soon as you get hit, just like
no, I'm not frogging. I'm only gonna do that for like my frogging and when I'm Texas rigging. I'm probably not gonna use that for flipping. I'll probably use something a little bit bigger.
Yeah. So the last rod we don't have here is a Mayaka. It's black and blue. It's
pretty much the same color as this, except for instead of cypress, it says Mayaka. Yeah, it's 7.6. It's got the...
it's a heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
So that's one of the reasons that we haven't really used it anywhere recently, is because the heavy is like a frogging rod. It's also a heavy with a fast action. So it's going to be, real quick action on it. And being a heavy rod, it's going to be heavy.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think I might have said it before in one of the other videos. I set the hook hard on when I'm frog fishing, and I have a feeling I'm gonna eventually break a rod, so I wanted to get something that I don't think I'm gonna break.
Yeah.
But that Mayaka, the 7.6, it's got the same grips as this, except for it's blue to match it's the black and blue combo one. But it's the rubberized one. It still says Sixgill on it.
That's cool. Another thing to mention about these, they have two styles of eyelets that they use, and so far I think all of ours use the same style.
Oh yeah.
These ones are the micro guides, which are essentially a smaller, more compact one guide. You can see just how small they are if we. Hey guys, real quick, I just wanted to make a quick little asterisk edit here. These rods do not actually have the micro guides. They actually have the Fuji guide, which honestly there's not a huge difference. The Fuji guides are a little bit bigger. They have a little bit larger plastic insert, and they have a single post on most of the guides that holds them up. They're a little larger. That's the intention of the micro guides. But the Mayaka, or whatever you want to call it, the Mayaka does have the micro guides on it. However, the Cypress and the Kratos do not have micro guides. They have the Fuji guides. Both of Larry's Mayakas have the micro guides. Kratos that I have, his Cypress, both of those have Fuji guides. So just wanted to edit that in really quick. We started talking about how these had the micro guides, which I was incorrect. It was just the Mayakas that have that, and then a couple other rods, but nothing else we have. We're gonna jump back into that. Sorry about the confusion, and I'm sorry that we relayed that information incorrectly, but here's your little edit. I'm very sorry. And jumping back in. Bring this guy here. I mean, that's a tiny little guide in that second position. And then, of course, obviously they get bigger. Going up to here. But even on the Mayaka, which is going to be kind of hard to show on this, but it starts with a big guide there, nice and tall, so that you've got that angle, sloping it down to the rod. But yeah, you've got that one, and then it gets smaller and smaller, and then the rest of them are about that size. So, but yeah, so these are using those micro guides, which are really nice. A lot of our other ones just have like fairly much bigger guides.
Yeah, I mean, there's one over there. You can see that thing is like
huge. Just giant for no real apparent reason. I mean, maybe if you're using a big reel or something on there, you know, it's gonna have that big swing to it. But these smaller ones, you know, these do great. The other thing I really like about these rods is you can start to see professionalism when you start to add in a ton of guides. When you see a rod from Walmart or something like that, it's usually going to have about one guide per foot. This company does about 2 guides per foot, maybe a little less. Put it in perspective, I think that one has got 3, 6, 9, 10. So these 7-foot rods have 10 eyelets on them. I guess that's a little less than 2 per foot, but some of them have 11, some of them have 12. I think their 9-foot rods have 12 guides on them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean they're putting in the work to make sure that your guys' lines are being, you know, smoothly put all the way to the end of the rod, and not just like you'll see a rod bent over that's from Walmart and it's like square, you know. These ones, when you do that, it's a nice curve on that line, so that's a good thing for me. I really appreciate when companies, you know, take the time to do that kind of stuff and put in the extra effort, and that's one of the other things that makes it worth the price, in my opinion, is professionalism and good quality. So
one thing I forgot to say, I ordered them on a Wednesday and they arrived like
Saturday.
Yeah, like they came so fast in the middle of a BOGO, in the middle of the pandemic. They still were in there. They're still out here trying, putting their product out there, getting their product to people in a reasonable amount of time. While there's some companies that take longer times to get stuff out to you, these companies still want you to get your product so you can use it as soon as you can.
Yeah, and I know they actually have they usually have 2 shipping options, I think. You can choose FedEx and USPS. So, like, if you know in your area FedEx sucks and you don't trust them to deliver your stuff unbroken, you can choose USPS, or the other way around. If you know your USPS area is terrible and will be really slow or whatever, you can choose the other one. So it's kind of cool. They give you some options on that. Yeah. But on top of that, like Larry's saying, they were fast. I mean, everything got processed really quick. They're a smaller business, so they don't have a lot of people to mess up inventory. They know what they have, and as soon as it's ordered, you know, it's put out there, and they get it going. So it's been a good buying experience so far, and we'll have to see how it goes in the future. But I mean, we're probably going to be getting a couple more of these on a BOGO or something.
Why not?
Yeah, on a BOGO. I mean,
like, BOGOs are always good because you got friends, you got family. Somebody always needs a new rod, or not need, but want a new rod. And instead of paying $130 or $140, me and CDs paid like $60 each, $65 each.
Yeah.
And that is way more affordable than $130.
Well, and on top of that, and something that we haven't mentioned yet, is that they did when we bought these, it was a rod BOGO, and then they did a last minute rod and reel combo BOGO. So you could buy the week following after you ordered. Larry got an email that said that they were closed, or got a message or something, whatever, email message.
Yeah, I got an email.
Email that said that they were closing the BOGO soon.
It didn't Friday.
It did say Friday at the time.
Friday, yeah.
Okay, so they said they were closing it soon. So Larry was like, he's like, CD, I'm not going to wait. I know Friday is when you get paid, but I'm just going to order them. I don't want to miss anything. I don't want the rods to be out of stock with everybody buying them out. I'm just going to order them. Pay me. So, and it went that way. But anyway, so we got those coming. And then the BOGO ended, and we were like, okay, well, what's the next thing? Christmas, Black Friday, it'll probably be the next thing. But there was kind of a gap there, because that was like a week before the end of October. And so instead of them just saying, oh, we're going to wait until November to start running stuff for Black Friday, they did a last-minute BOGO on rods and reels. So you could buy a rod and a reel combo of any combo you want. You could buy a Cyclone, you could buy a Typhoon, whatever you want. Pair it with a rod, and whichever one's cheaper is free, which obviously your reel is probably going to be cheaper. But
I don't know, some of those reels are like $230.
That's true. They did have a couple. They do have a couple of those, like the Hammer, I think, is the one that's really expensive.
Yeah, and then I think one of the other ones started with a C. I don't think it was a Cyclone, but it was something else.
Creus?
Yeah, I think
Creus.
that was a high expensive one.
Yeah. But yeah, so they had a deal going for that, which was really cool, because that means that people were able to make some combos and stuff rather than just getting 2 rods.
Because, yeah, at first, they were like, you cannot pair a rod and a reel. It's got to be either the rod, buy one, get one free, or the reel, buy one, get one free. So it was, it's not a bad thing. You got, like we were saying, 2 rods for the price of one, or vice versa, but...
Well, I think the one when we bought them the week before, I think it was only rods.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Yeah, it was only rods, because then people were saying, oh, this is perfect. I just bought 2 rods. And now I need reels for them. So they were able to go and buy 2 reels for their rods that they already bought. And they could do that too. It didn't have to be a rod and a reel. It could just be 2 reels. Or you could get 2 rods again too. So, yeah, just a really cool company. I mean, they're obviously about the community, because the other thing I forgot to mention, this company does a giveaway every 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
So they do a giveaway either on their Facebook or on their app, which with the app, once you have their app downloaded, you're automatically entered to win. You can increase your chances by being active in the app. So if you're posting photos, comments, whatever, you can be you get
even
more.
If you just like stuff, you can just go through like a few pictures a day, or whatever, and you're more likely to win. I mean, if you do more, then obviously you have a better chance. But even if you like 3 or 4 pictures, that's 3 or 4 more chances than just downloading the app. Yeah,
so you just go there and you find stuff you like. Pictures of cool big bass or whatever. Click the like button. You're good to go. So it's kind of cool. They do giveaways. It's usually every 2 days. I think some days they do it like one day every week, or one every single day of the week.
I don't know if you get the updates, but I always get the notifications on my phone. Yep. It's like Sixgill giveaway, any product. Yeah, anything. You go get that $230 rod or whatever, something that you would be like, I'm never gonna buy this. The other cool thing they do is they do a birthday discount. Yeah, I've seen that.
Which, from what I'm hearing, I think it's like a 50% off. I think it's half price of any item. Yeah, I know, right?
Birthday's in about a month. Get down.
Get down, cat. Get down. Well, welcome back. We had a small technical difficulty there.
It happens on this channel quite a bit.
Quite a bit. We're not a professional production. You staring at me like that?
Just a little bit.
Anyway, so so the end of that conversation was birthday discount. We're gonna be seeing here soon.
My birthday's in about a month, a little over a month, so we should. I don't know when they'll send the discount code out, but my guess is probably either beginning of December or.
Yeah, I think they give it to you a few weeks before your birthday, so you have a couple days to figure it out. But we'll be seeing that. That'll be cool. We'll get an idea and probably see Larry purchasing something else.
Yeah, I don't know. No spoilers or anything. Maybe not.
And or we'll steal Larry's discount code and me and Ryan will buy him something, which is what you should do. You should steal your friends' birthday discount codes and buy them something. Yeah, so that's pretty much going to be the end of this video. We've pretty much summed up everything on these rods and given you an idea of what we're thinking about. We're going to have some more videos coming up. One that may include some to do with fishing rods. Larry and I, well, mostly Larry at first, but then Larry and I have both been very interested in favorite fishing. Larry introduced, the same way I introduced him to Sixgill, he has introduced me to favorite fishing. They have some pretty cool rods, and they have some cool reels too. He has I
got the Solis. The OG Solis, not the new one that's coming out.
Yeah, but you're about to buy that.
Yeah, probably.
So we may have a reel coming from them at some point. I had a deal just fall through, so I think we may be purchasing a favorite fishing rod here at some point. I might grab a second one while we're ordering, so we get free shipping on them.
That's how they get you. Spend so much, get free shipping.
Yeah, so we may just do that, and then we'll have a video for that. So we'll have some favorite fishing rods to review. We have mystery tackle box coming up. I don't know if you can see that on the camera at this point, but mystery tackle box up there. I have the standard. Larry has the pro, and our buddy Ryan, who you met in the recent videos. He just signed up for the Elite, so now we'll have all three of those, compare and contrast, and see they're worth $20, $30, and $40 respectively. What else? We got Monster Bass we're going to record today, and we have his 6 cents bag will come at some point.
I got to figure out what's going on with them. I'll get it. They're going to charge me on the 15th for it, but I got to see if I can get that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I think what we want to do is since we're splitting this between all of us, we're going to try to have them all line up at the same time so we can get them all at the same time, and then we can either do split things or we can do some long videos.
Yeah, because our buddy Ryan, he's got a weird work schedule. We always got the weekends off, so we got time to put stuff together, go fishing for you guys, put content together. This guy, he'll be around every now and again when he's got a day off.
Yeah, and then, you guys will see him more in the spring and summer when we actually go on some trips and do some challenges and stuff like that. But yeah.
We're going to do a giveaway.
Oh yeah.
We started last month in October, a giveaway every month. Last month there was a reaction buzzbait topwater. This month, we're not quite sure what we're going to do. It's not going to be anything out of left field or anything like that. It'll be something that catches fish, something that'll work. Just something that we want to do. Just give to one of you fans. The way you got to do it, you got to go to...
Last month I did where you had to go to my Instagram. It didn't really work out that way. I had a ton of people follow me. Nobody commented really other than one guy. I had one guy try to enter through my YouTube channel, our YouTube channel. But I tried to explain it's supposed to be through the Instagram, so we may change that. I might just do where if you comment, you're entered. That way people are commenting.
Any platform.
Yeah, any platform at all. At some point here, we may do one just based on likes, because we may just do if you like the video, then we can choose somebody from the like counter for the whole month, every video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. We'll have giveaways going every month, some kind. It's not going to be anything crazy. We're not John B. Can't give away a Polaris RZR. But
not yet.
Yeah, not yet. One day maybe. Guggen Squad, call us. Anyway, so it'll be something like this. We'll give away a bait. We'll give away a pack of soft plastics or something like that, just to give back to the people who are viewing our stuff and hopefully enjoying it. If you aren't, I don't know why you're here. I mean, you may be here just to make fun of us. That could be a thing.
Every video, you gotta do this shit in every video.
Just because that one guy. Anyway, I don't even know why that guy was there. That's pretty much it. We're gonna end it off here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys check out Sixgill products. It'll be linked in the description, of course, as I always do. There's links to all of these reels and everything in there. So check them out. Buy one. Wait for the BOGO, buy two.
And also, if you have Instagram, check out MicroProFishing. You'll see there's a lot of fish catches. We're about to upload a lot of posts from our young days up until now. Like, just we're gonna start loading up a bunch of older pictures just because fishing's a little bit slow right now. But come springtime, we'll have. Well, I mean, we're still gonna fish, and if we catch stuff, we'll put them out there.
Yeah. To go along with that, there's gonna be some really cool pictures. I just took of these yesterday when we were fishing. I'm going to be putting up on Instagram, so if you want to go look at some cool photos, some HD, zoomed in, nice and artsy photos of these, they'll be on there. We're going to try to do some stuff like that every now and then, and just try to, keep that side of things going too, so you guys can have interaction and comment on there. Tell us what you want to see. Comment on here. Tell us what you want to see, and we'll do what we can. Yeah. For MicroProFishing, we just want to say thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Bad at intros.
Leave that one in.
I wonder if that was caught on the mic. Oh my.
Was it off?
I don't know.